I'm going to do an unboxing on the Kobalt 12 amp router and router table combo. Just about a week and a half ago during Black Friday, I wanted to get a router to do some projects, mainly for some Christmas presents that we're going to be giving out. So we went to Lowe's, and I saw in the paper they had this router and router table combo. They also had the Bosch Colt. As a matter of fact, there's the box for it. Well, they didn't have any of these Kobalt router and router table combos in stock. And I really don't know a lot about routers because I've never used one before. So I went ahead and I bought the Bosch Colt. But I realized I could use it for edges, but on a recent trip they got some of these router table combos back in stock, so I went ahead and got both. I can still use the Bosch Colt for certain things. There's some signs I want to do freehand, and that'll be good for that. But for the edges, I really wanted to go ahead and get a table, and this thing was $129. So for that price, I kind of thought it was a no-brainer. And another big thing is it has a 5-year, says guarantee, I assume it's a warranty on it. So, you know, I feel pretty confident in getting the whole thing, and it's going to be a decent setup. And if you have any problems, you know, warranties are not all they're cracked up to be sometimes. You know, sometimes things are prorated and all that, but still for $129 for not only the router but the table, and the table is made of aluminum, which I really like because I was looking at a lot of the other competitively priced router tables and they were made of things like MDF, which I don't have a problem with, but if I have a choice between aluminum or MDF for a router table, I'll go with the aluminum any day. So I'm going to go ahead and get this thing unboxed and show it to you. So here's what's in the box. Of course, you have the router. You've got some of the inserts for around the bit. This dust collection port, I guess, I'm not really sure what that's for. Oh, and by the way, like I said, I'm new to routers. I'm not a woodworker, so I'll probably call some of this stuff the wrong thing. I don't know what some of it is, so you'll just have to forgive me for that. And here's the fence with the dust port on the back. The fence seems pretty sturdy. It's made of aluminum. It has like a plastic strip on it. Oh, and by the way, these legs, they're plastic, but they're really thick plastic. They're not going to be flimsy at all. And of course they're structured on the inside, so I don't see any issue with the plastic legs. There's the router table. There's these things here. I'm not really sure what those are. The switch. And the switch, I'm sure it's adequate. Seems kind of flimsy though. I mean, it's got a lot of slop in it, but I'm sure it'll be fine. Not many parts, just a couple bags of screws, so there's obviously not much assembly on this. I haven't looked in the owner's manual yet to see. There's that, this, which I think is the edge deal for the router, and that's about it. So not much assembly here. It shouldn't take me long to get it put together, and I'll do that real quick. I'll let you know how long it takes, and we'll be back in a few minutes. So here's the assembled router table. It took me about 25 minutes to put it together. Probably a lot of you, it wouldn't even take that long. I had to answer a phone call in the middle of putting it together. Plus, if you haven't noticed, my shop is absolutely tiny. It's actually an 8x8 shop, so I had to keep moving things to make room for the assembly. So really it's probably about, you know, a 15-minute job. Everything that came with the router table is right here, with the exception of the 3 screws that I took out of the router to mount it to the table and the owner's manual. Of course, here's the plate I took off the router. There's a total of 3 inserts to go around your bit. And it also comes with 2 collets, the 1/4 inch and the 1/2 inch. It has a 1/2 inch in it now. I'm going to change that out to the 1/4 inch because all my bits are 1/4 inch. So I just didn't do that yet, but I will be doing it. There are the wrenches that came with it. I probably won't be using that too much. And of course, here's the wrench for your collet. I wish there was some place for storage on this where I could keep that. It's not that big of a deal. And here is the wrench for your micro adjust. You slide it in there and do that. Again, I wish there was a storage spot where I could keep that in the wrench. But be that as it may, I'm not too worried about it. Here is a dust port, but I won't be using that. This is only for the router if you're using it not with the table. But this router will probably never come off the table since I have the other one. The fence, which again I won't be using. These are, what was the name of those? Feather something. I'm sorry, feather boards. I don't know what that is. I'm pretty sure I'm not going to use them. So, and of course the miter gauge, which earlier I didn't know what the name of it was, but again, a lot of you are more familiar with, you know, these products than I am, so that's it. The router secured really easily underneath there with 3 screws. Like I said, unless I have an issue or something, I probably will not be taking it off. The switch mounts securely. Like I said, this has some slop to it, but you know, it's really not a deal killer. One more thing about this router is it's actually lighted, which that could be a big help, particularly if you are using the router by itself. Since I won't be using the router by itself, it's not that big of a deal to me, but check this out. That's definitely a cool feature. Pin. And I'll admit I had to look it up to see what it was. I had no idea. I went through the owner's manual and didn't see anything other than it said it was a starter pin. I didn't know what it was for. I'm sure a lot of you do, but in case you don't, it is, if you're not going to be using the fence, you can run your board up against this to start it, whatever project you're working on, and kind of use as a pivot point for your board. I don't think it's something that I'm going to use. Maybe, maybe not, but as of right now I don't have any plans for it. Let me turn this around and I'll show you the fence. Okay, the fence is super easy to adjust. You basically just have 3 knobs right here, and all you have to do is when you get it where you want, and you can see there's markings easily on each side, which appear to be a lot better than some of the other brands that I looked at where the markings were actually wrote on with ink where they're going to wear off. You just tighten these down and you're good to go. As far as how sturdy it is, you know, it's sturdy. It's sturdy. There's not a lot of play. It's actually shaking. You know, this is a pretty substantial table I have here, and it's actually shaking the table a lot more than it's doing any kind of wobble. There's really no wobble in the legs or anything like that. So there you have it. I just wanted to show you what you'd be getting if you decide to purchase one of these. It appears to be a quality piece. Unfortunately, I cannot do any routing right now, and that's what I wanted to do. But one of the issues I had immediately with my Bosch router was all the shavings and the dust that comes off of it. And in this tiny 8x8 shop, it's just too much. And my shop vac, the filter is out of it. I actually cleaned it earlier and it's not dry yet. So it requires me to be able to use the shop vac in the dust port before I can do any routing. But as of right now, I'm happy with the purchase, and I appreciate you watching, and we'll see you next time.